Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
I haven't regenerated to a woman yet, so things are looking up.
What's up, David?
Well, why am I here? They kidnapped me. I'm here against my will. Who are you people? I don't know them.
What's up, Sally?
What's up?
What's up, Chris?
David, get back in your cage!
I told you not to like the women doctor!
I'm free. You'll never take me alive.
So there was some very pleasant comments, I must say, on our Real Whovians cast. Very enlightening. I'm still gonna stay, of course, but yeah. So I didn't know I was racist, but I guess that's what people are saying because it's a fictional character, and
we haven't seen this much hoopla since Murphy Brown had a baby.
Jesus, God. Anyway, I think Sally's got an article that she wants to talk about, right, Sally?
Oh boy.
Well, I gotta find it now.
Okay,
Yeah.
just from that line alone, Scott's face, I can already tell this is going to be a very enlightening conversation. This is going to be a very enlightening conversation. We're all
it's something I didn't expect to see on my Facebook Messenger from Sally. But again, what do you have?
Well, I'm still trying to find it.
All right.
I think the authors knew how stupid it was and decided, oh shit, delete it now.
Yeah. Well, I don't think so. They did worse. It's pretty bad, Dave.
This is pretty unfortunate.
It's
Yeah.
very
It
unfortunate.
is.
All right.
Look. What you are finding in the Doctor Who fandom, we've had to put up in the anime fandom for years. So don't worry.
Well, paraphrase, Sally, or just, not often word for word, but...
Well, apparently a newspaper, or I'm not sure if it was a newspaper or what, but somebody published nude photos of the new female Doctor.
That is wrong. 100%. I gotta tell you, that's a grimy effing thing to do.
Yeah.
Now, again, I have nothing against her, okay? So I've said this many a times. She looks really nice. And as mad as I am about the situation, I would never do anything to hurt an individual who's, afraid of coming into a role with herself. I mean, this is a lot of pressure on her to do that. So the person that did that,
He's a scumbag.
I was just gonna
and should lose her job.
You just took that word right out of my mouth, but they could step pieces of shit to do with it. That's really fucked up, and nobody should get that fucking magazine ever, ever.
The problem is we don't even know if these pictures are photoshopped as well. They could have easily.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
It doesn't matter if they're fake or real. No, it doesn't. It's not anybody's business.
What your name is.
Right. I know some people are like, finally, the Doctor's in the box. No. No. We don't want to see that. Put your Capaldi away. All right.
Whoa, hello.
Whoa!
Or as River would say, die that thing. Now, anyway. So, none of that. This is a children's programming.
But this
Right.
is really not a children's podcast.
Well, probably not. No. And there's no burping in this one. So,
Yeah.
In all serious, though, the funny thing is I've actually been talking to Chris about this, and I've been listening to this whole female doctor situation. You've all given your opinions, and I think I've made a point for this, but I'm looking at this through a rational lens, kind of more as I'm in kind of center in all this, because I can see this going very, very well, or I could see this going very, very bad. And here's why I'm going to say it. If you look at the viewership for Doctor Who, the Series 10 was the lowest ever since this show has been brought back. It peaked at Series 4, and then it's been downhill ever since. I feel that this is, due to the writing. The writing has gotten lower in quality, although we have seen some relatively good episodes. I'm not going to discount Capaldi for having some really good ones. Heaven Sent was a really good episode, but you're having diminishing viewers with each and every series. So when you're taking a risk this big, this feels like a go big or go home situation where the BBC's gambling all of this on this female doctor. And if this doesn't work, this is going to end up with the show getting canceled. They are not going to pull it back. And
there was an article.
Here's what I think. I am not opposed, and I know I'm going to be controversial here. I am not opposed to a female being the doctor. However, it should only be done when the writers are comfortable with the show, with the flow of the show, and how this should work. I think if it was my decision, if I was in the writer's chair, I would have convinced Capaldi to do one more season under my writing.
Yeah.
And then when you feel that you've got a grasp for how this show should flow, then you make this change. You are doubling the risk here with a doctor that no one is ready for, and a writer that no one knows. Yes, Broadchurch is good, but this is not Broadchurch.
No, it's not.
Make Doctor Who like Broadchurch, because you need to make sure it still has that identity of Doctor Who. I think I pointed this out. If I can pull up what I wrote. On Facebook, it was actually really good. Also, and to those people who are saying that the lack of women and lead women in sci-fi is embarrassing and Doctor Who just made a step in the right direction, allow me to list for you a few examples that prove you wrong. Ripley from Alien, Sarah Connor.
Please do, because this has been the thing.
Yes.
Ellen Ripley from the Alien franchise. Sarah Connor from the Terminator franchise. Now, this was a bad one, but it still counts. Alice from the Resident Evil franchise. You have, what's-her-face from Underworld. Rey from The Force Awakens. Furiosa from Mad Max. Wonder Woman. Supergirl.
Catherine Janeway from Voyager.
What the hell are you even talking about?
Yeah.
There's
Mary Poppins.
A lot of females.
Damn it.
There was this thing on Facebook that said, you think now that you want a female lead in a sci-fi show, Star Trek's been doing it. Did it first.
Oh, I think I found it. It says, please keep saying it's about time a major sci-fi franchise made its lead a woman. Only 22 years after Star Trek did it first. But please.
Princess Leia, damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, well, he said a lot. It's like I've always been saying as well. When the ratings start dropping, people are gonna be screaming. It's because BBC put a woman in it. Plus I've said maybe the 14th or 15th Doctor would be good, but we have to get the ratings up before we even risk that. And it's just like everybody. Am I thrilled there's a woman coming in? No, but I will give her a chance.
Barbarella.
Was I making little cracks when I first found out about it? Sure.
I think that if you were going to go based on the viewership, the best time to have regenerated into a woman, if you wanted to do this from the get-go, ever since the series came back, would have been right at the last 2 seconds of the end of time. Instead of Matt Smith, you should have done this then, because that would have been, you had a buffer, you had a where you could literally do anything. And I think the shock of David Tennant's departure, you could have filled that void with anyone. And in some respects, I could really see that had the positions been reversed and we had, what's her name, Jodie as the 11th Doctor, we had Jodie as the 11th, then Capaldi, then Matt Smith, I wouldn't have a problem with that, because you know what? It probably would have fit. Even if you kept the exact same stories, like some of the story structure, you could have done it. You could have done it, but now that you're waiting until the viewership is at its lowest point, You are
you're pretty much shuffling the show because it was somebody who did a little article. I realized I forgot to post it on my Facebook walkabout, but somebody talked about how Doctor Who may have to go off the air for 10 to 15 years. I don't think it would have to take that long, but nonetheless, they talked about how due to the current crisis, Doctor Who may be taken off the air to get things reworked. And I thought, he's right, but not that long. But the problem I'm having is, are we going to have a male? We're going to have a male companion, basically. Because if we don't have a male companion, look at all the times the Doctor's gotten into fights and nobody said anything. But if
they're going to do a female companion,
otherwise people are going to go, well, Doctor Who's promoting violence towards women.
No, they're going to do a female companion, I think, in my opinion, because they want to recapture the Xena and Gabrielle thing.
No, please,
and double trouble, double women, double this.
Still,
women take over the world.
But nonetheless, they're going to have a male companion sometime because they're going to have the whole brutality. They're promoting brutality towards women because we all saw the whole hoopla over the of Apocalypse grabbing Mystique's throat and on that
now, gentlemen, I think we're all missing the big point here. They're not going to have a woman as a companion. We're all missing the huge elephant in the room. Clearly, Rusty's going to be the new companion.
Yes.
Clearly.
Can we have Rusty as the Doctor?
Yes.
Yes.
I watched that.
You know, I think having a female Doctor is dividing the Whovian community this much, having a Dalek as the Doctor, oh my God.
Might as well just make Nardole the Doctor.
Oh God.
No.
Hell no. I'll go on the record saying hell no.
Yeah, and also keep in mind for anyone who's going to write angry comments on this, I'm fully fine. I was actually anticipating Idris Elba being announced as the Doctor, and I would have been waving my flag in support because Idris Elba's a badass. I have no problem. He can literally be in anything, and I will not be mad about it.
People were also complaining on the chat boards about how, JWs will be all up in arms because it's not an Asian woman. It's not a black woman.
Actually,
they've already started that.
Because I'm sorry.
I am so happy you said that, Scott. I am so happy because let me go to the Twitter of one Anita Sarkeesian. You may not have heard of her. However, she is more known under her channel Feminist Frequency, where she made a living about taking the piss out of video game damsels as she
I remember hearing this.
We are through the looking glass now, folks.
Yes.
You just opened up the Pandorica.
We are about to gaze into the web of insanity, so let me find this tweet right here.
Shit, as somebody would say.
Right. Where is that? I know.
There we go.
It's right here.
Not on.
I mean, I know the show needs a shakeup, but how big a risk are you willing to take and still keep fans? I mean,
but it's like,
how far do you want to go?
It's like the show doesn't really need a shakeup, though. What it needs is just competent writing.
Yeah.
Like, if these last few seasons were written really well, I probably wouldn't be that upset with a female Doctor. I'd probably
found it.
be more inclined to give it a chance, but
they've been.
So here's what she said. So yeah, this is a quote from July 16th, 2 tweets. Ahem. So yeah, we're absolutely thrilled about the Doctor Who news, but also want to talk just a bit about the limits of victories like this. It needs to be said that Doctor Who is still an overwhelmingly white show and that issues of representation do not exist in isolation from each other. It's not as if you fix the woman problem, then the race problem, then the queer trans problem. It all has to happen in tandem. So,
what?
Apparently, race problem. Someone didn't notice Mickey, Martha Jones, even Bill, the queer trans, Sorry,
Captain Jack.
Captain Jack literally made out with the Doctor.
Yes.
Yes.
both at a convention and in the show, your argument is invalid.
He can pull his pants down to look at his ass.
Oh no!
Looking
Wait
ass.
a minute. Wait a minute. I just had a thought. Jack
Oh, no.
Barrowman was written off of Arrow for this season. You don't think he's coming to Doctor Who to? Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, why
And
not
this
at
time-
point, though?
And this
Let's-
time,
we're clinging on to the edge of the rabbit hole.
this time he'll show you his
Why
arrow.
not, though? But why not, though? Like, we're clinging on to the edge of the rabbit hole. Why not just let go and just free fall? I mean,
Yeah. Free falling.
Man, I leave this Whovians show for a few months. I come back and you ruin it all.
Sorry, couldn't help it.
Look, I left it in your capable hands, Scott, Joe, Chris, Sally. What did you do? I gave you implicit instructions.
We let Mike D take charge every now and then.
God damn it!
Listen, if you would have told me that we had to do podcast about a villain called Water in episode 1, and Ice in episode 2, and an emoji sign in episode 2, and then Thin Ice, yeah, whatever. Anyway, whatever. Water. I would have been like, no friggin' way is he that stupid to do episodes like
Well,
that.
they hit crust in the eye, so it was just natural.
And we got Wood in episode 4. Wood.
Well,
Look,
never mind. Not gonna go there. Not gonna go there.
Of this new Doctor, the most unforgivable crime and sin in the history of Doctor Who. This Doctor isn't ginger.
Yeah, what the hell?
I will
Yeah,
not
really.
stand for this. I will not stand for this. I will fly to the BBC. I will knock. I will parade. I will picket, and I will say, we need a ginger Doctor.
Listen, we need to go all out. You know what? We need Doctor Who fashion plates, fashion makers, Doctor Who Barbies. We need
Okay,
Doctor Who nails.
Hire Tina Louise. There you go.
Manny Petty Doctor Who Day. Manny Petty Doctor Who Day. With a TARDIS. Pink.
Get Tina Louise, then you got your ginger.
And all the villains are going to be dumb, stupid males.
In all seriousness, though, one of the things that I think will really help the writing for this season is if they don't go back into the well of the Daleks and Cybermen.
Yes.
And that's saying something because Joe, Scott, Chris, and Sally know I love the Cybermen. They are my favorite villains. Give them a break.
Yes.
They have had enough. You've blown them up. You've blown them to hell. You're good. The Daleks, aside if you're going to continue on with storylines like what with Rusty and we're going to meet him again, I don't see the need for another Dalek storyline. They've been overused at this point. This is a great time to delve back into classic Who because this is where you have a lot of the fans. A lot of the classic fans saying you don't like that. They don't that the showrunners don't respect classic Who. This is a great opportunity to prove them wrong.
It's Moffat that didn't respect classic Doctor Who.
This is still a perfect time where this new showrunner can dive into classic Who and bring back these classic monsters. Bring some that we haven't seen. You know, we've seen the Ice Warriors come back, and as controversial as some people think the Ice Warriors were, I thought it was cool.
I like the episode.
Yeah.
Both in Cold War and their recent episode, I loved the design of the Ice Warriors, and I think their modern update was good. Let's bring more of that back. Let's see more. I want to see.
We could have the Yeti back. We could.
This is an opportunity, essentially, at the end of the day. All jokes aside, I mean, I don't hate this woman as the Doctor. I don't hate the new showrunner. What I want out of this is this could be the opportunity to bring this series in a fantastic direction and fully and reinvigorate what was a sagging franchise for the past couple of years since Tennant left. And
bingo.
This is your moment, but with the risk you have taken now, it is sink or swim. It is either this show works or it's gone. And I do not want it to end. So for everyone's sake, I hope this writer has the ability to write in gold because you need that. It'll be King Midas with that pen because you'll need it.
What will help? What will help? And I think we'll all agree. One, don't rely on Earth for all your adventures. Get off of Earth. Go to different worlds, because that's what helped with the original series. And if you're going to get a companion, don't always rely on the whole modern day. That's what annoys me to hell about today's series, is they always have to go to the modern day companion so they can have start off a modern day adventure. You don't need that. You can pull somebody from the past, you can pull someone from the future, and still have a modern day adventure based around it.
You know what?
Is they cannot get off of Earth. Yes, the original series had John Pertwee, but there was an explanation for it.
Mm.
And there wasn't really a clear explanation why Capaldi was caught on Earth. Other than, he's got to guard this vault. Whoop-tee-doo!
You know, I had this weird idea, and you know what? It fascinated me. It's just so out of the blue. I'd love to see a companion from like probably feudal Japan. Wouldn't that have been a great companion?
Yes.
Because you have a character from a time period where this could be considered magic, and you have the opportunity to show and have these brand new experiences with new monsters and kind of play around with history as Doctor.
Have a dragon-esque type of adventure.
Yes. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be great to have?
And that'd be a good way of reintroducing the Draconic.
You were gonna say, wouldn't it be cool? Are you about to?
What?
Wouldn't it, you about right, Chris? Would it?
Yeah, I think so.
Wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah, I want to hear it. Spill.
No,
I have two of them going in my head right now that I could just say out loud. Just
yeah.
I mean, should I take that line from Beauty and the Beast here? It's a dangerous pastime, Chris.
Hey, you know. But no, I was gonna say, like, you know, I could see Chibnall sitting in the room being like, wouldn't it be cool if the next companion was like a womanizer and like he falls in love with the doctor and he decides to change his ways by the end of the series?
And he's a drunken lush too?
Something like that.
Like a bum?
Or I was gonna say, wouldn't it be cool if like the doctor went back in time and got like a female companion from the past, and she showed her like the wonders of like equality in the modern day, and this becomes like a voice for feminism?
Or wouldn't it be cool if Davros shows up, he's like, look what your regeneration did! I got boobs and hair! Made all the Dalek women. Nah.
Hey, we never found out what Missy's clever idea was. Maybe this was it. Maybe she like poisoned the doctor, and now that's why he's
a woman. Yeah.
I mean, you could have. Here's the thing. I don't want too many jokes at the expense of, oh yeah, she's a woman. Though I will admit, it would be hilarious if the Daleks just rolled by her, not expecting that was what the doctor looked like. I will admit, that little stupid moment would make my day, and I would laugh my ass off. Because
have the gun go.
Oh my god!
No, bad.
No.
Okay, Scott, that image did not need to be in my head. So I will thank you very much to take that thought, bring it to the garbage match, and toss it in. Thank you.
Thank you, Chibnall. Thank you so much.
See what you've done.
For the service that you've done for this show already. Stay the course.
God.
But I know I'm not the only one who was thinking that.
Oh, I'm feeling verklempt. Unreal.
The things we do for our friends.
I still love that video that someone made where it's Capaldi yelling no during the trailer. That's great.
That's gonna be like the reverse of the Inception meme with not Inception. Oh god, what was the name of that movie with Matthew McConaughey? Oh god.
Wolf of Wall Street?
No, the one in Interstellar. The Interstellar meme. and crying, it's going to be the reverse of that.
Minute left.
Oh,
Well, it's been fun, Dog Cinema.
yeah, it's been good.
Now we got to get you on an everything show to talk about the Avengers.
Oh, I'll talk about the Avengers.
Yeah,
I'll talk about the Avengers for you.
that's cool. All right. Well, we're going to stick with the Jodie Whittaker. I'm going to watch and see what she does. And yes, the Whovians cast is going to continue because we don't always get what we want anyway. But it's okay. We'll find out. Take the journey together and watch Doctor Who. So thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.